What's up, guys? We're back on the old bike, and this stupid thing is making me mad. I just replaced a fuel pump on it because I was having issues, and I replaced the fuel pump. The bike ran weird the first place I put the new fuel pump, or the first day I put the new fuel pump in it. Rode it around, and then it kind of did its thing, and now it feels fine. But riding it around, dude, this thing feels like it's neutered, man. It has like no power at all. So right now, just riding feels fine. When you give it just a little bit of throttle and everything, and you're just cruising around, it feels completely fine. But if you go full throttle at like 6,000 RPM, this thing just falls on its fucking face, and it has no power. It feels like it's in limp mode almost. Well, not limp mode, but oh my god. And I don't know if it's leaning out, or if I'm gonna put a different fuel pressure regulator in there. Maybe that's what it needs. But I don't know if this thing is leaning out, or if I'm not getting enough spark, or if the fucking air filter or something. I don't know. No clue. No clue what's wrong with this thing. But look, we'll give it a little bit right here. We're just going, and we open it up. That is full throttle. And what is wrong, dude? Look at this. Ready? Full throttle. I don't know if I'm just crazy or what, but it just feels so intermittent. It feels like it doesn't want to go. And you might be saying, well, it's low RPM. It's not fast at low RPM. It's just a 600. But I don't know, man. I run it all the way through the RPM, and it just still doesn't really want to. I don't know. I might just be in my head about it. I might be tripping, but I have no idea. I literally don't know. So I'm gonna change that regulator, and while I have it all apart, I'm gonna check the air filter, see if I need a new little air filter. I'm gonna check my spark plugs, put some new plugs in it. I have not ever done the plugs in this thing, so we're gonna put some new plugs in it, and hopefully she runs good. But dang, that Civic is clean. Wow, that is a clean EJ. I don't know what kind of EJ, but the sedans are EJ, and the coupes, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. This thing feels weird. It just feels like it has a weird hiccup right there in the middle. Like it just doesn't want to go. So, I don't know. We're going to do some work on it, but it runs fine. Actually, another thing, the reason I changed the fuel pump is because the stupid thing wasn't priming when I would turn the key. I don't know how many of you guys have a motorcycle. If you're watching, I assume you probably have one, or you know something about them. But on a motorcycle with fuel injection and a fuel pump, you turn the key and the stupid thing primes, and I was turning the key and I couldn't start my bike because the fuel pump wasn't turning on. It wasn't priming. So I'm like, all right, and the old one was like cutting out. It was having fuel cut issues. So I was like, all right, I need a new fuel pump. So I get the stupid fuel pump and I put it in, and it's still just, I don't know. Yesterday I went to turn it on and the fucking thing wouldn't prime. So I have no idea. So yeah, I'm gonna take it apart again, see what's wrong with it, hopefully get it fixed, because this is ridiculous. I just want this thing to work. I'm starting to think it's like some sort of relay or a grounding issue, but I don't know. I'm gonna take it apart at some point and find out. On that same note, I was riding back home last night. I finally got the bike to start after the fuel pump wouldn't prime, and I was riding back home, and there's some train tracks at like a little road that I had to take, and you know, generally when there's a fucking train coming, the lights turn on. You know, all the lights are flashing and everything, and you're like, okay, there's a train coming. It's telling you not to go. I feel like every train is like that, unless you're like in some weird town or something and they don't have it. But Jesus, I'm going the speed limit. I'm going like 35 down this road, just cruising. It's kind of dark outside and I can't see that well, and I'm about to cross, and I look down because I saw some light flashing here, and I was like, am I running out of gas? And I look up, and I am no shit from here or right here to that stop, or the speed limit sign. There was a train coming across the road, and I smashed on my brakes. I lock up the rear tire, and was like, whoa! We almost got flattened by a train. And I just sat there for a second, dumbfounded, like, what the hell is this train doing? And it just stopped in the road. It just stopped there. And I was like, what is going on? No lights, no nothing. It's just train in the middle of nowhere. And it wasn't even a long train. It was like 5 cars or something. Like a weak little train. But the thing almost flattened me, and it just sat there and blocked the road, so I couldn't go anywhere. And I had to turn around and go way down and around. I was like, what the hell just happened? It's like one of the only times I've ever seen a train at a train crossing, and I almost get ran over by it. So that was awesome. Didn't get killed by a train though, so that's super cool. That's something to be grateful for. But man, I guess that teaches you you always got to keep your eyes out, because you really never know when you're gonna get smushed. You never know. Something can happen at any point. But you know where we're at. We're here at the gym. We're gonna get a little workout. We're gonna do some biceps today. Oh my God, you guys have heard me say time and time and time again, I fucking hate doing biceps. Shit is so boring. So boring. Anyone that says curls are fun or anything, oh my God, you're fucking delusional, man. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna go hit some biceps, go do our thing. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna slip in through here. Oh, this is my favorite parking spot, baby. We're gonna go hit some biceps. Oh, look at this Scout. Oh, it's a Scout. Dude, what? That thing is sweet. You never see Scouts like this, dude. This thing rocks. Oh my God. Dude, this thing's fucking immaculate. Holy moly. Now that is a vehicle right there. If you know anything about International Scouts, those things are junk. Well, generally, you never really see one that's not rotted out or anything, because they rot out super easy. But the motors in these things are actually, you know those, if you live in a city, you're not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you see a field, those farmers that have giant fields, you know those giant sprinklers that are like those arches, and they have like the wheels on them, like full size like tires, and like the wheels, and they water like giant fucking industrial like sprinklers, basically just giant ones. They run on propane, and they're like these V8 propane engines, like a 356 or some shit, I don't even know exactly. But the motor out of the Scout is that same exact motor. So if you know anything about propane and versus gasoline and everything, propane burns a hell of a lot hotter. So you get these motors in these Scouts, and they're built super overbuilt. So a lot of guys convert these things to run off of propane, because the internals can already handle it. And you fill up a propane tank, and it lasts, oh my God, propane lasts a hell of a long time. But if you convert any other motor to propane, it's just gonna melt it like immediately. That's also like vice versa why, like, you know, seeing a BMW right there, a lot of them are like tuner cars or anything, or just fast cars, they'll switch to E85 because E85 burns a lot colder, so you don't blow up your engine and melt shit as easily. So there's your tech tip of the day. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna go into the gym and do some biceps. I'll see you guys after. Holy schmoly, I was in there for a really long time. And look, the storm is brewing again. I love spring out here. Okay, fuel pump actually primed. Let's go, baby. I had to have a moment of silence right there. Let it do its thing. Oh, I hate this bike. I love it and I hate it. I mean, I honestly can't be mad at it for the little bit of issues it has, because I technically got this thing for free. So you can't be that mad. Holy man, holy moly, holy man, holy moly. I was in there for so long, dude. Oh my God, I was geeked. I was geeked, man. I was just working out hard. This pre-workout I've been taking, dude, it makes me feel so itchy. I think there's beta-alanine in it. So, you know what that stuff does? It like does some stuff to your blood vessels or something. You get more oxygen, so you get all itchy and whatnot. But man, oh man, I feel good. We're gonna head on home. I've got some more work to do at home for my second job, not my day job. So we're gonna go get that done. We're gonna go get that done, baby. And it's been a good day so far. It is currently Thursday today, and tomorrow's Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God I'm faded. Holy frick, I'm geeked. Have you guys ever seen that guy? I fucking love that dude. And he's like, TGIF. Thank God I'm faded. That dude rocks. Holy frick, am I gonna get rained on right now, dude? Come on. I don't want to get wet. I just want to get wet in my pants. Oh man, how's you guys' week been? Has it been good? It's been a good week so far. I've been working overtime every single day. Holy moly, today is the first day where I've gotten off at my regular time, but man, I've been traveling for work all week, working overtime all week, and I'm like, dude, cut me some slack. Like the other day, I got home at like 10 o'clock about. Jeez, man, really? Worked like a 14-hour day. I got things I want to do. I don't want to just be working, but hey, once that paycheck hits, woo-hoo-hoo, that paycheck gonna hit, baby. Oh man, I have nothing to eat at my house, so we'll see what we make. But I do have milk and I do have protein powder. So for the time being, I can satiate my hunger with some protein powder, baby. Woohoo! But oh man, I'm so glad it's cooling down next week, dude. It's been in the high 90s all week. I do not like it. That is the one bad thing about being over here. Summertime, Western Colorado in this desert, come on, dude, it sucks. But next week, it's gonna drop into like the mid 70s. Oh my God, I think that's the perfect temperature. Some people argue that it's too cold. I think mid 70s, mid to high 70s, perfect temperature. There's nothing better than that. Oh, we're gonna head on home. The clouds are covering the sun now, so it feels good. I don't know what state you guys are from, but just recently here in Colorado, lane filtering became legal. So you can go between cars, but a lot of people don't know that. And they'll look at you like you're fucking crazy. They'll be like, what are you doing? You're not allowed to lane split here. And I'm like, well, I'm not lane splitting, buddy. It's called lane filtering. I'm not allowed to do it when people are going really slow or when traffic stopped. So it's been a lot of confusion lately, and people have not been happy. People have not been happy in the slightest. People have not been happy in the slightest. There's a fella behind me on a... What's up, man? That's funny. Dude, it was on a Ninja 650. I bet those things are so comfortable, dude. Oh my God, they look so comfy. And honestly, I feel like, well, I guess not for everybody. I think the Ninja 650, as long as you're not an idiot and you're like a slightly experienced rider, I think that's a really good bike. Oh, we'll get in the lane right here. We were gonna lane filter, but we'll get in the lane. Get in the lane right there. The light turned green, so I couldn't split through. But I think if you're like not someone dumb and you like kind of have an understanding of how a bike works, I think the Ninja 650 or any bike like in that category is the perfect bike. Because you know how people, I mean, as long as you're not an idiot and you don't have a big ego, you know, like if you get on a Ninja 650 and you ride it for 2 months, you're like, oh my God, this bike isn't enough. I need a 1000 or something like that, and you just go like that. You're like, I got bored of the bike, it wasn't fast enough. Dude, you getting on a 1000 is not a good idea. You got bored of it because you're not learning. You just want to go fast in a straight line, and your ego is what's gonna make you crash into a tree. Don't be a straight line warrior. If you're a straight line warrior, dude, come on. I don't know. I have, if you ride a motorcycle, leave your ego at the door. You cannot have an ego riding on this. These machines will humble you. They will kill you, dude. They will do all kinds of things to you if you have an ego. If you're coming in thinking, oh my God, I'm Valentino Rossi or whatever, you're gonna sit there and on your brand new 1000 you got a year into riding, you're gonna have to get scraped off the highway with a shovel. because you're like, oh my God, I'm going 180 in a straight line. Oh, here comes a corner. I'm gonna brake super hard. Oh my God, all of a sudden I'm in the ditch and I am in half. You gotta leave your ego at the door if you have a motorcycle, you know? And you see so many videos where like, there's a car at an intersection down there and it pulls out and the bike's like, oh my God, you almost killed me. And they sit there and they're swerving at the car, punching mirrors and all this. You're an idiot. You're the reason that people hate the bike community. You're the reason that people look at us and they're like, oh my God, these stupid kids on their bikes. What an asshole, you know? Leave your ego at the door. If you have a bike, do yourself a favor and leave it at the door. If someone cuts you off, look where you want to go and get out of the fucking way, you know? Don't sit there and be a fucking asshole thinking, hey, that car cut me off, I gotta go punch his fucking mirror. Oh my God, dude, leave that shit at the door. It's stupid. It honestly makes me mad. Like, I hate this whole community that I've seen on motorcycles. It's embarrassing. It's honestly embarrassing, and you look silly. So, come on, just do what you gotta do. If someone pulls out, you know, flip them off, do whatever. Don't be an asshole. Don't chase them down. Don't be punching mirrors. It's stupid. There's no reason for it. They're in a car. They're gonna level you, dude. You're on a little fucking, you're basically on a bicycle. A car doesn't care. It's gonna level you in half. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys. I appreciate you listening to my ramblings, and we'll be back for another one soon. Later.